Hello, this is Viewer, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. Last time, there was some type of riot in Ultima between the refugees camp and, the people of the city. So we went out to investigate, and apparently we found out there's some shady, influential merchant screwing around. So, we're going to figure out who that is. Reap the Whirlwind. Swift is determined to stop the rabble-rousing merchant from sowing further sedition. This merchant has not only publicly incited sedition within the Sultanate, but gone so far as to provide the material support to would-be belligerents. It galls me that his role in the uprising should have escaped our notice for so long, yet I can well imagine why it did. Rightly or wrongly, those with whom he consorts do not trust us. Alas, trust is not easily gained, even in times of peace. We must nevertheless try, for I believe it is only with the cooperation of the refugees that we will catch our quarry. So I would have you continue your investigation in Pearl Lane. You know that the merchant sought to recruit people of Lost Hope and Stone's Throw, so it seems reasonable to assume that he may have approached residents of Pearl Lane as well. After all, the first riots occurred within the city itself. Most, if not all, will refuse to discuss the subject with you, but there is one who may be willing to do so, a man named Landebert. He too has his misgivings about us, but I believe he understands that these riots do little to further his people's cause. Okay, so Pearl Lane. I believe Pearl Lane is in... yeah, it's in the other area. And I am also pretty sure that Pearl Lane is attached to the Weavers Guild. So that's where we're going to teleport. Oh, after I say hi to a person. Okay. Weaver's Guild. Oh, what's this about Steam? I know the sale gone. I didn't know there was some event. Oh well, I'll look into that later. Yep, I passed him. Oh, there he is. Give me a second, I need to find something for a friend in my hunting log. Oh no, I don't... yes, I do. Okay, I'll tell him while I'm talking. First comes a man with the promise of deliverance, seeing your suffering firsthand and will bear it no longer. Says he, your friend, your ally, your comrade in arms, take his hand and he will guide you to a better tomorrow. Then comes a soldier with the promise of justice. Follow the man who came before at your peril, says she, for they will sow the wind shall reap the whirlwind. The man's no saint, any fool can see that, but we're but tools for his task, to be used and discarded. As for this soldier, she thinks only of her mission. She's more honest than the man, and every bit as ruthless. Make no mistake. With whom shall I cast my lot? Neither, says I. As far as I'm concerned, you're no better than the bastard you pursue. I'm the warrior of light. I saved this realm. Now the soldier is thinking how she might get what she wants. She's tried a diplomatic approach and failed. May have a firmer hand as needed. Perhaps you need to make an example out of this Alamegan scum like she did those 5 fools from Lost Hope. Well, you'll get no justification from me, soldier, if that's what you're waiting for. I'll not raise a hand against you. But neither will I lend a hand to help you. Not that it makes any difference. Pah! You gotta seem bent on granting your every bloody wish. There you are, Landebert. Have you given any thought to my proposal? Well then. There he goes, towards the gates of Hall. Go and claim your prize for coin and country. Well, okay. We're going to go find us some person. Gates of Fall. Sadly, there's not really a crystal in my way, or else I would just teleport outside the zone. But alas, it's not that far of a journey. I think this is like where the exit was in 1.0. I seem to remember this wall. Because they had to go around the wall to get into, and I had trouble getting here because the map was horrible. So, apparently we have our merchant. And he knows who we are. Or is he the guy that we're looking for? Hello guy, where are you? Oh, you're up there. Guess what? Airymen will take me to you. Ha ha ha! Oh. Is my friend actually online? I'm sorry, one of my friends just joined the game and he's like a level 8 Arcanist right now. Yes, level 9! Congrats on level 9. That's why I'm trying to help him a bit while I'm doing these, so I apologize. But for probably a few episodes this will be a thing. Hello, mistrustful. You again? Why are you pursuing me? Gee, I don't know. Did you hand out weapons? Sedition, treason, revolution? That's preposterous. Who has filled your head with these lies? Refugees? The self-same refugees who terrorize the streets of Ulda? Ha! Well then, why the fuck did you run from me? You have no evidence to prove your accusations? None! No, I will not accompany you to the Hall of Fame. You have no right to detain me. For the sake of argument, let's say I did do the things you claim. Surely you don't think I gave a keycurn's arts about politics. It was business. Only business. Coward. What are you looking at? Huh? What's that? We both know I am not the one you want. However, if you agree to protect me, I swear I shall tell you everything. I don't like where this is going. Gods damn it. What's all this commotion? Oh, you're not pinning this on me. I have an axe. I can't fire an arrow. I don't have archer unlocked. 7 hells. Tell the others to spread out and search the area. The killer may still be close. Well, at least they didn't try to pin it on me. Guess they're kind of smart at least. Alright. Hold, adventurer. I would know more about your relationship with the victim, as well as the events leading up to his death. Well, he ran from me, because he's guilty. This man was responsible for the recent riots, mayhap we owe his murderer a debt of gratitude. Or the murderer was silencing him. In any case, it's obvious you are not the one whom we seek. You may carry on with your investigation, Scion. Oh, great. Well, back to Ulda. Actually, I'm going to go over to the gates of Nald, because that will put me in the same zone. So, yeah. So, not only do we have some merchant that's trying to incite these riots, but now we have, you know, taking out people to keep them quiet. Because it's, you know, it's obvious that's what it was. Because the guy was about to talk, apparently. And when he admitted that, I mean, he looked around like he was nervous. And, you know, to be fair, yes, he was nervous. I have a big axe. But there was a couple places he could have escaped to for about 20 seconds. And then, you know, he didn't. He's like, just protect me. You know, I'm willing to protect you if you're going to tell us some information that is important. And then he got shot by an arrow from a long distance. So that sounds like an assassination to me. That sound like an assassination to anyone else? No? Yes? Maybe? I think it's an assassination. Hello, Commander Swift. What news, Veiler? Where's the merchant? Shock emotion! Oh, no? Really? No. Murdered? Damn it all to 7th hell! He was not simply murdered, Veiler. He was silenced. Too many knew his face, and he was ready to divulge his secrets. So exactly what I just explained, all of in, what, a minute? Minute and a half? 30 seconds? It's not despair, though. We may be closer to finding the true orchestrator of these riots than you realize. More drink. Not that one. Really? Really? Nothing good for a 10? Fine. Evolution. I don't like the title of this. Swift has a message for you from General Robon. Flame General left word that you were to proceed to the Fragrant Chamber as soon as you return. We wish to discuss your recent discoveries, as well as the results of our own investigation. Master Alcana has already been informed and should be waiting for you outside. Pray return to the Royal Promenade with all haste and speak with Bartholomew. Okay. So I guess they're wrapped up with their investigation. Now they want us to go visit them. I really want to sing right now. I'm not going to do it. I'm not sure how many people would actually know what I'm referencing. Take my revolution. That's not where I want to go. Sorry, helping a friend again. Okay, where am I going? Not here. I already said that. The Chamber of Rule. You know, you don't use this often unless you're A, a paladin, B, doing the main storyline. So, you know, since I'm a warrior, and the only reason I actually know that paladins come up here is because I have a level 50 paladin, you know. Yeah. Broadtalk Warblade. Your gear is shiny. Well, I would... Oh, he's loaded already. Nope. Alf, what you got? Quit eating the cat! Excellent work, Veiler. The information you brought us helped me persuade General Robon to call this meeting. Maybe now we can discuss matters openly and honestly. We've been expecting you, madam. Please proceed inside.
Commander Swift has kept us apprised of your recent activities. You've made great strides towards quelling the violence.
Really?
Despite our best efforts to determine what provoked this uprising, the truth continues to elude us. Have you uncovered aught which might shed some light on the mystery?
This information does not leave this room.
Ooh. Private info that does not leave this room. It's getting good. Give me the juicy gossip, sir.
The Syndicate's decision to reject the Doman refugees' appeal for asylum had lasting repercussions. A number of those displaced by the calamity claimed it was proof of a policy of discrimination.
Well, it kind of was.
Together with a group of Alamegan refugees, they organized a series of demonstrations to protest against the Sultanate.
Oh, before. I don't know if this has ever been mentioned before, and I don't know if they're going to mention it in this cutscene, but in 1.0, before the Calamity, there were a bit more variety of merchants here. They actually had Keycurn and Goblin merchants in Ulda. Once the Calamity hit, they banished them from the city. So, yeah, that's kind of goes in with that policy they're talking about.
Demonstrations which became heated, but did not descend into violence. Until a certain incident served as a call to arms.
A certain incident?
A unit of brass blades sent to supervise a demonstration loosed arrows upon unarmed protesters.
Oh, is that what happened?
It was this atrocity which prompted the refugees to take up arms. I need not tell you what followed.
Well, sounds like you got some serious weeding to do in the brass blades.
We assumed at first that the attack was born of a miscommunication. When emotions run high, they happen. But suspicions were raised regarding the unit's commanding officer, whom I ordered interrogated. Sure enough, our fears were soon confirmed. The dog confessed that a merchant had offered him coin to give the order. A merchant in the employ of Teleji Adeleji.
What? I thought he was cool.
Teleji Adeleji. But he spoke in favor of the Doman's cause, and has ever seemed sympathetic towards the refugees' plight. Why would he do such a thing?
Know you of the Cartenau Reclamation Bill?
Yeah, that's, the thing.
It is a proposal to annex the Cartenau Flats so that refugees may establish permanent settlements.
Which is awesome. Except we're using it as a training
When
ground.
last I looked, that was disputed territory.
Aye. Some might even call it a battlefield.
Because it is a battlefield. You're using it as training grounds with the other two grand companies. So, instead of, having your little war games there, maybe you should, take some carpenters and, metal workers and tailors and all that stuff, and help get everyone set up. I mean, the tailors can make tents for
The destruction wrought by Bahamut was greatest at the Cartenau Flats. That much is common knowledge.
I mean, seriously, I'm sure the refugees will probably be willing to work. They're looking for a place to make a permanent home. So why don't you take the tailors could make tents, and they could camp there. And, during the day they help build, and at night they have a place to sleep that's not completely out in the wild. And, it could be like an Amish country. They get used to it, and, next thing you know, barn's coming up in an hour.
What is less well known is that his rampage laid bare ancient Alagon ruins, of which no record existed.
Yeah?
There are certain differences of opinion as to how these ruins should be handled, which is why each nation maintains a military presence in the region to this day.
Well, just keep them there.
Yet differ though we may, we are still allies. Therefore, in the interest of preserving the Eorzean alliance, we have reached an agreement. Any conflict which may arise during the course of military exercises in the region shall have no bearing on relations between our nations. In full knowledge of this delicate state of affairs, Teleji Adeleji proposed the Cartenau Reclamation Bill.
Why?
A shameless bloody ruse which stands to benefit him in but one conceivable way. If successful, he will gain control over the disputed territory under the guise of assisting in the resettlement effort. And you can be sure he'll build an orphanage next to every Alagon ruin.
The man would threaten the unity of the Eorzean alliance and risk countless lives for personal gain.
So what exactly is he trying to find there?
He walks a path all his own, independent of any faction and beholden to none of his fellows on the Syndicate.
By inciting the less fortunate to violence, he hopes to convince others that the Cartenau Reclamation Bill is the only viable solution. His sympathy for the plight of the Domans was not but posturing to gain credibility with the refugees. Of that there can be no doubt.
Well, arrest him.
Forgive me, but what could possibly motivate Teleji Adeleji to go to such lengths? What is so special about these ruins that he would risk his position on the Syndicate, and, most likely, charges of treason against the Sultanate?
Yeah, I just asked that question, but...
Omega.
What?
Pardon?
An Oligon monstrosity, not unlike the Ultima Weapon. Mayhap larger, we know not. It has yet to be fully excavated.
What?
Oligon inscriptions indicate that it was created to fell Bahamut himself.
Oh... nut bunnies.
If accurate, it might explain why Nail Van Darnus chose to bring the Red Moon down upon the Cartenau Flats. Given the ends he went to ensure Eorzea's annihilation, destroying the one weapon which could stay the Elder Primal may well have seemed like good sense.
When first I bore witness to the power of the Ultima Weapon, I doubted the evidence of my senses. And now you tell me there is another such weapon. One which could contend with Bahamut. Bahamut!
Remember, he created the Calamity. You all saw him in the intro. And he he basically caused all this destruction as far as areas nowhere near the Cartenau Flats. To be fair, I don't know where the Cartenau Flats are on a map. But, he had time to go from the Cartenau Flats to Limsa Lominsa, and I believe his effects were seen in Ulda and Gridania. They obviously hit there, so yeah, he's a bit powerful.
Aye, we were skeptical ourselves. Truth be told, until the Ultima Weapon's existence came to light, we thought the inscription had been mistranslated.
At present, Omega is more akin to a fossil than a tool of war, having long since ceased to function. As such, its true potential cannot accurately be gauged. However, if someone were to restore it, as the Garleans did the Ultima Weapon, I have little doubt that he would wield untold power.
Power enough to subjugate Uldar like as not, and the rest of Eorzea besides, which is doubtless why Teleji Adeleji yearns to have it.
That he should aspire to world domination. He who has ever walked 2 paces behind Lord Lolorito in matters of commerce.
'Tis in acknowledgement of his own limitations that he seeks this power. Woe betide us all should we allow him to have it.
Pray waste no time chasing rats. Only a fool would believe that secrets can be kept in Ulda.
It would seem the implications of the Sultanate's refugee problem are rather more far-reaching than we assumed.
Well, this isn't good. I take back everything nice I said about Teleji Adeleji. He can go fuck himself. Okay, Alphanod, what are we doing? Recent revelations weigh heavily on Alphanod's mind. I should be glad to know the truth, and yet the thought of all this chaos was the product of one man's lust for power sickens me. How long do you think they intended to hide the existence of Omega from the Scions? That they even felt the need to do so is most troubling. It would be in our best interest to learn more of the military activities in the disputed territories. Fortunately, you are already well positioned to do so, Sergeant Sparkle. Pray keep us informed of any developments in Cartenau. Begone, whelp! This is no place for children. I don't know if that's a man or a girl. Woman. It's a man. I'm sorry. Was this, I guess, girl listening? I was looking for you, miss. People said you were looking for the man who left with my parents. You know this girl? So he visited stone throws as well. I see. Did you find the man? Were my parents with him? They were not, I am afraid. However, I can think of several places they might be. If you like, we can go and look for them together. Really? You'll help me look, mister? Of course. But first I must needs finish speaking with my friend. He's telling me a secret, you see, and no one else is allowed to listen. Mayhap you could wait for me by that pillar over there. We require but a moment. Okay, mister, I'll be waiting. Her voice is probably a bit deeper than that, but, you know, lack of kids in this game kind of give me no area to, you know, judge. I'll take her to the quicksand. Maybe Momodi will know what to do. A legion of Guardians and Aether-Starved Primal. Even dealing with an Ascian would be preferable to this charade. Sometimes I fear Minfilia is too ambitious. We rush hither and yon in response to threats as they arise, without concern for the strain it places on our limited resources and ourselves. Mayhap the time has come for a change. Fialer, this is Minfilia. I know this is sudden, but I must ask you to return to Revenant's Toll with all due haste. The situation in the 12 Rivers has taken a turn for the worse. I will explain in detail once you arrive. 12'swood? Then the primal threat she spoke of before has been confirmed? I have received no report of exotic activity, which leaves the sylphs? Oh no. Go, Fialer. You know as well as I that the appearance of a primal takes precedent over all else. Oh, and when you arrive, do inform the Antecedent that, while I am grateful for her concern, she needn't fear for my safety. I am more than capable of protecting myself. Oh good, we don't have to go escort a little girl around. I was afraid of doing that. Oh, thought we were getting another cutscene. Okay, so if it's not the Exo, it's the Self. You know, as much as I said I hate the Self, I hope nothing bad has happened to our good friends. I mean, who else am I going to have to dance ridiculously for? I mean, we've already put them through a lot. I mean, they even helped with the Operation Archon. So, you know, I mean, I know there are the Touch Self. And I'm going to guess that if any Self summoned Ramuh, it was them. And they have said Ramuh in the story back when we did the Self, so that's not a spoiler. Yeah, the good Self told us that they would not summon Ramuh. The Touch Self, on the other hand, well, there's a reason we can kill them. So, well, I guess, in all honesty, we need to find out what's going on with the Self. Like I said, there's no Ixo activity, so... And... Wait, didn't the Ixo activity take place in Coerthus? I mean, they have a base there. Technically, the Howling Eye is in Coerthus, according to where we came from. I'm not going to talk to him right now. You're running short on time. Serpent Herald. Oh, you're here too. I am come on behalf of his Elder Caesar to petition the aid of your order. The antecedent has been apprised of the situation. Okay, Miss Ellie, what's going on? It is a relief to see you healthy and hale, Wheeler. Latest news from Ura was most disturbing. Clearly, the only injury Alphinaud suffered was to his ego. Doubtless it will heal ere long. The other scions will need to be present for this meeting. If you are ready to begin, I will summon them now. Well, summon them we shall. Wait a second. That is the worst choice of terminology you could have used, Minfilia. Are they primals now? Are they? She may have said that a lot earlier, but I don't remember going on this rant. It's me nitpicking, but I think talking about summoning people in the middle of a primal threat is a bad idea. But what do I know? I'm just a girl with an axe. Anyways, we will get a bunch of crystals, and I will be back to summon them in the next episode. This has been Wheeler. Hope you enjoyed and have fun.